everyone, and welcome to No Filter Frankie episode 5. Now, today we're going to be talking about vegans, and in the subject of veganism, we're also going to be talking about racism and sexism. Not so much homophobia and transphobia today. We'll probably give that a rest. Yeah, but definitely racism, sexism. We're going to be talking about PETA or PETA or PETA, whatever you want to call them, and white vegans. And what that means in general. Okay, so if you're not down for that, I suggest you switch off now. I'm going to be drinking beer. I'm going to be swearing a fair amount, especially the F word and the C word. And also, just before you do switch off, check out my t-shirt. Oh yeah. Right, so veganism. Okay, so we're going to talk about what definition of veganism means. I'm just going to get that up on my phone if I can find it. Right, okay, so I've got two definitions. One I wrote myself, and one the Vegan Society wrote. Okay, so the Vegan Society definition of veganism is: veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practical, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. That was a mouthful. Mine's not much better, to be fair. Veganism is a way of living that supports the movement of abolition of animal use by humans. Vegans seek to exclude all forms of exploitation as far as is possible in a non-vegan world. Okay, so that's pretty clear. Both pretty clear, really. Okay, so I've been vegan for 12 years, and I used to be one of these people, I suppose. Not so much with the racism and the sexism. Well, definitely not the homophobia and transphobia, but I think it's really easy to get sucked into this way of thinking. So, for example, I'm sure even non-vegans have heard of the Yulin Dog Meat Festival, where dogs are treated horrifically and killed and eaten. But what we have to remember is that, I mean, Yulin is in China, I believe. And what a lot of vegans do is they use the fact that it's in China to say things like boycott China or various racist things about Chinese people, and it's just not acceptable, because at the end of the day, killing dogs for me is no different than killing cows for me, or pigs for me, or chickens for eggs, or, you know, dairy, and there's literally no difference morally whatsoever. And they use things like that to be racist, and they start excluding different, you know, people from all over the world from vegan spaces and, you know, groups and stuff. And it gets really, really nasty, and it gives us a bad name. And can I just say something right now? Racism is never acceptable. You know, it's not acceptable the same way as transphobia isn't acceptable, or sexism isn't acceptable. It's just not fucking acceptable. So fucking pull your shit together, right? Secondly, you got the sexism. Sorry, it was gassy beer. Have another swig. You got the sexism with the fur campaigns. You know, calling women who wear fur hags. Well, a woman who wears fur is no different than your granny wearing leather shoes, or your best mate wearing a woolly jumper. It's literally, you know, it's not necessary, but it's no more worse than anything else. So the whole campaigns, especially by people like PETA, are focused on sexism, and, you know, using sexism and racism to try and liberate animals is never going to work. It's never going to work. And, you know, I see people now on my timeline today going, I don't want to be called vegan anymore, because people will associate me with these racists and these sexists, and I don't want to be part of that movement. I want to just say I eat a plant-based diet and I do stuff for animals, you know. And I can absolutely see where they're coming from. And the term we have for this is white veganism. And you know what? Then this is where it's going to get really ranty now. Can you just fuck off? Like, I want my fucking movement back. You know, I want a movement where we're fighting for animals, and we're fighting for people, and we're fighting for We're fighting for all the good stuff in the world, not segregating people. How do you ever fucking expect to get cunt in animal liberation when all you do is put people down? Like, not even just with the racism and sexism now, the whole, you know, with poor people. Oh, you know, people who live in like fucking Alaska or somewhere and literally, you know, can't get fruit and veg. Well, you know, being really racist towards them is not going to make them go vegan, or not going to make them try and source veg or move, or, you know, we don't have the right to talk to indigenous populations about what they should and shouldn't be doing, when we can just go to the supermarket and fucking get whatever the fuck we like, unless of course you're me and you're skint. And that, folks, is the end of No Filter Frankie, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.